All right, Shalom.
All right, Shalom.
I'm the brother Kashakwala.
Brother Shamak.
We're from the GMS Atlanta Church here in Georgia, giving all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruit. Today we're just going to get into current event news. We're going to talk heavily about this coronavirus. As you can see on the screen, that we have an article that says CDC suggests people shave facial hair to avoid contracting coronavirus. And I'm going to play this little clip from this demon witch bitch, Nancy Pelosi. All right, and she's going to say a few things talking about the coronavirus and how Trump made his moves too late. And that goes to indication that this thing is not easing up. Because usually we hear some things in the news and it fizzles away after a while. But this coronavirus is just, well, it's been coronavirus, they call it COVID-19. This has been popping off since like the end of November, going through December, and it really hit headlines end of December and then January when it really hit headlines. But it's been going for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been doing nothing but spreading. 81,000 cases in America. Well, you got 760 million people on lockdown in China.
Right. We got San Francisco ordering what they said they shut down the San Francisco. They need 270 million masks or something like that.
Yeah, 270 million masks. State of emergency. Over there in Italy, in 2 days, their cases have doubled. Reported, their first deaths. You look at the streets of Italy right now, empty. Everybody's being quarantined. This is actually happening. And best believe it's going to come to America. But the reason why it's going to be bad in America is due to the fact of what? People are entitled here. People been a lot of silver. Back when I was playing high school football, my coach used to say, y'all need to stop being a bunch of silver spoon titty babies. And that's how American people are. They've been silver spooned and fed their whole time. They're so dependent on the government. And when the government backlashes and turns on them, they ain't gonna like it. People gonna upright and start rioting.
And also too, in America, these people take nothing serious. They don't take anything serious, man. They make a joke out of anything. That's why it's gonna hit them even harder, because they've been in it, settled on their leaves. They've been at their comfort, at this entire time. So they're not ready.
They've been comfortable and complacent. And us men, sincere men, and at this point, the Lord is making it very distinct on who's the sincere individuals in this thing. We can see these other things coming out with these other camps. Blasphemy, talking down on John the Baptist.
Just waxing worse and worse.
Waxing worse and worse, talking about, just a whole, you just got to watch it yourself, because I'd rather not repeat what they say, because you got to be very careful what you say and how you conduct yourself, because it could be accounted against you. But you can just go online and see what they saying. ISUPK and these other, particular groups. At this point, when I came in, I was fully set that GMS had the right doctrine, but it's becoming more and more clear and evident. Like, the men I'm around, I believe these are men who could possibly be saved. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see it. There may be some individuals in there. Hey, if y'all are, you catch wind of this video, man, wake up. Wake up. The times are here, But we're going to get in first off into these pestilences. I know Brother Gotti, you could break it down too. I'll read it for you. You want to start at 37?
Yeah, we start at 37.
2nd Ezra chapter 16 to 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack."
Yeah, so one of these plagues that we're currently going into is that coronavirus. One of those evils. We going to replace one of those evils, man. That is that evil, the deadly disease. The coronavirus is clearly a deadly disease that's taking place, man. You continue.
That's right. It says, verse 38, "As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment."
Yeah, it's a guarantee that this is going to hurt, man. It's not going to be nothing light. It's nothing to joke about right now. That's why we're bringing forth this message. Why we're bringing forth this warning, as we're ought to do, man. If we have the knowledge, we're gonna warn our people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, warn the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are Israelites according to the Bible. You know, you can read that 39 verse.
It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it. Shall come upon it on every side.
And that's it. The world not mourning right now? You know, they mentioned in an article that the coronavirus is in every continent except but Australia, correct?
Australia.
Yeah, that's the only one. You know, the world is mourning right now. Iran is blaming the U.S. for this thing. Even more, that's going to cause even more rumors of war. You know, and we understand, according to the Bible, World War III will take place. But first, these prophecies have to come to pass. You know, the concentration camps that is going to be set up because of this coronavirus. We have one being set up in Alabama now because of the coronavirus, particularly. All right, so this coronavirus is heavy right now, and you see this plague that the Lord had sent this plague on the earth to judge the earth and judge the people thereof, you know? So it's not slack. It's a guarantee that it's going to happen. Why? Because the scripture spoke about it. Simple as that.
Hey, like the brother's saying, it's a guarantee it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The WHO organization, which is the World Health Organization, they had a press conference. It was like, yo, it's not a matter of if the disease is going to spread, it's when.
Yeah.
You know, and they said it's inevitable. There's 81,000 cases already in America since January. The end of January is when they flew back.
Yeah.
That first plane flew back with some individuals, and they landed in California. All of a sudden, it just spread like wildfire. 81 cases. And the way people live here, this shit gonna spread.
Yeah.
Wait till it hits the urban areas, though.
Yeah.
When it hits them urban areas where a lot of you Jake live, they ain't gonna come help you. They're just gonna block off and quarantine.
Yeah. Right.
Fucking Compton.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Areas like that. Bad areas of Oakland. Things of that nature. They're just gonna ward y'all off and let y'all die. Okay? And it's gonna hit the urban, areas real hard. And that's where Jake is, man. You know? You want me to continue in this, or is that it?
Oh, that was it. That was the point.
Come on. So I want to read some of this, and then we can get into Psalm 91. It says, CDC suggests people should shave facial hair to avoid contracting coronavirus. Now, this is why the earth is the way it is. First off, you nasty-ass Moabite, goop, slanted-eyed, flat-faced individuals. Yes, I'm going to roast y'all, okay? Over there eating bat stew, okay? And we know there's a Levitical law stating what to eat and what not to eat, okay? The reason why shit like this is happening is because the world is not under the law of the Lord right now. If it was under the law of the Lord, there wouldn't be no coronavirus spreading because someone ate a bat in Wuhan, China. All right? It wouldn't be nothing like that. But if you were eating the correct things like what the script are telling you, we wouldn't have these issues and these problems because the scripts promote life. You go adverse to that, you chose death. And look what's happening across the world. There's one gook that ate bat stew or a live octopus or something like that, because I've seen them do that.
We've seen them do,
And now contracted some type of weird, awkward virus that will kill you very quickly. It's a very diminutive virus, meaning it's diminutive, meaning quick or short-lived, meaning in your system, when you get it, you got about a month. And then you drop it dead. You see what I'm saying? And now the CDC is saying that people need to shave their face. That's a direct hit, or well, not hit, but it's a direct, directed towards men of the Lord, man. Because we know the scripts tell us to grow our facial hair. Matter of fact, get that in Leviticus 19. And you can expound whatever you want.
This is
I think it's like 26.
27.
Yeah, 27.
This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard.
That's right. You should not get no edge ups or mar. When you go into the word mar, it means to destroy. Okay? You ain't supposed to destroy the corners of your beard. Yeah, I know. You look at, me and him, man. Shit, damn it, genetics. We can't grow beards like that, man. But hey, we don't touch our face.
Right.
All right. Now, again, there's not caveat. There's nothing wrong with maybe trimming it or whatever, but you don't shave it completely off.
Right.
Even when you go and read about, matter of fact, I'll read this in the book of Job. This is Job chapter, and Job was not an Edomite. That's another thing.
An Edomite will not fear the Lord, man.
Not at all.
I think verse 1 spoke about Job being a perfect man, Yep. Come on now. That's simple. That's simple, man. But yeah,
this is Job chapter 1 and 20. It says, then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshiped. Now, when you go into the word shave, it means to shear. Okay, when you shear, it's just you're getting a little haircut.
Okay, word.
All right. So people read that you got a razor and no, that's not the case. Because you ain't supposed to keep reading Leviticus because it tells you not to have baldness. Or was that in chapter 20?
It should be in 19 as well. But you want to go to the baldness one?
Where is it? I think it's maybe chapter 21. I'll read it. Leviticus 21 and 5. It says, "They shall not make baldness upon thy head." So Job wasn't shaving his head to be bald.
Right.
Okay, he was shaving his head in a state of mourning. Okay, so when you go into the word, it means to shear. All right, or to mow down. So it says, his head and fell down upon the ground and worshiped. All right. So when it talks about that, it's okay to get a haircut. Don't get the fades or edge up or anything like that. You can put it down. Like I may get a little haircut, and brother may cut me up this week and trim it down. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean I'm gonna go bald.
Word.
You see? And the CDC is suggesting that people have baby faces to avoid the coronavirus. This shit don't fucking matter because the virus is airborne. What is shaving my beard gonna do?
Yeah. Them suggesting something like that is basically saying we don't know what the hell can stop this, man. Come on, that's something that seems very simple, man.
Yep.
They just say you don't know. That's the pride of these people, the so-called white man Esau today. He's gonna get that stuff. Everything's gonna be okay. He's gonna give you a false sense of reality, man. They can't stop it. Like the players are not slack. The Lord's gonna cause this thing to take off, man.
That's right. That's right. So I'm gonna listen to this little crooked ass female. I don't know what she is. Her, and she's gonna say some stuff. It's only like a minute clip. See if it plays. Just Satan.
Right.
He was playing perfectly fine a minute ago. It's all good. I don't really care about listening to her anyway. But
you probably should.
We have a proposal. The Senate has a proposal. We'll have something similar, which addresses the need for the professionals to be in place. The president let go a couple of years ago, never replaced them. This is shameful. Puts forth a proposal now that is meager, anemic in terms of addressing as well. With Ebola, we did $5 billion. Now they're trying to take the Ebola money and spend it here. So what he's doing is late, too late, anemic. Hopefully we can make up for the loss of time, but it'll have to have the professionals in place, the resources that are adequate, and not be using scare tactics about people coming back to our country.
You see that? She says, matter of fact, I want to rewind that. Because,
it's about people using scare tactics about the resources that are adequate, and not using scare tactics about make up for the loss of time, but it'll have to have the professionals in place, the resources that are adequate.
See, the professionals that are in place and the resources that are adequate. What's the professionals that are in place and the sources that are adequate? UN troops, martial law, all right? These U.S. soldiers, guns, weapons, all right? Because at the end of the day, they don't know how to stop this virus. Right. So what are they going to do? Quarantine. If you leave the house, we're going to shoot you down. burn the bodies.
And you can tell this is something very realistic because what did the Chinese just do? They just did an entire demonstration of what the hell they'll do, man. They had checkpoints. They had where they had to get you out the car. They basically just throw you into the van or throw into a concentration camp and handle it from there. They showed they did a whole entire. And it's gonna get even more heavier than that. What they did is gonna get more physical. But they did a demonstration of how it may take place, just to give us a visual,
So with that being said, I'm gonna get Psalm 91:6. It says, I'll start at 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. All right, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me and a brother was just talking about how the WHO organization, that's starting to be said in a lot of people's mouth now. Because who the fuck were they at first?
Right.
Just like no one really knew about FEMA until 2005 broke out with the Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Right.
And now we know about the CDC. All these things are starting to come to light. So the WHO organization, the World Health Organization, they're saying they're coming out with things of trying, I think 2 years or a year ago, they said there's going to be a disease that sweeps the earth, and they called it Disease X. All right? And they're saying as of right now, the coronavirus is looking like that Disease X.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. It's a strain that mutates every week to where they can't pinpoint a vaccine to make a quote-unquote cure or treatment for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Because it's always changing. So when it came out, at first you would get it by eating something.
Mm-hmm.
Then you would get it by touching, human-to-human interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's airborne. That's a dark pestilence right there. It walks in. When it's airborne, you don't know where it's at.
Yeah.
That's dark. It's like you being blind or in pitch black. You don't know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
But that plague is dark. You don't know where it's at. And then on top of that, there are symptoms. You would get symptoms within 7 days. Then the plague mutated again. It turned into 14 days. Then it mutated again. Now it's 26 days or 27 days until you feel symptoms from the coronavirus.
Right.
And people are scared to go even get tested for it because they don't want to get quarantined.
Yeah.
So there's probably some people walking around America who got the motherfucker and don't even know it. They on day 1.
Yeah.
And they ain't going to feel nothing until day 25, 26, 27 come rolling around.
Yeah. And these people need that judgment too, because that's when you realize things are serious, man. Till you see your family member drop dead right in front of you. You people going to understand, man. You going to understand, like, damn, these are the last days. Damn, the prophets were right. They did warn us. And all we did was fan the hand. Oh, y'all just talking. Hey, that's why this thing must come to pass,
Mm-hmm. Finish off, it says, nor the destruction that wasted at noonday, but the primary point of that is we ain't afraid of that. Why? Because we know we got the Spirit of the Lord assisting us through all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You got your belief level got to be high. Because what? These things are going to happen.
Yeah.
The scriptures say in Matthew, when you hear rumors of wars, be not troubled.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this, it got to happen. I did a lesson last night saying, this is what we asked for.
Yeah.
What, you going to be mad at what we asked for? We asked for this place to go down. We asked for pestilence to come.
It's heavy.
We asked for missiles to come. When it comes, what you scared
It's
for?
like a dream come true, man.
Right.
It's like, it's faith boosting. When we see these things happen, like, oh yeah, the Lord speeding these things up. We hasten the day. We desire that day, and Lord willing, we be a part of that number. The sincere believers that be delivered out of that time, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
This you said, just not be afraid. I was getting Job chapter 5, verse 19. It reads, "He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee."
That goes back to that lines up with the book of Revelation.
Mm-hmm.
It says in 6 troubles.
Yeah, 6 troubles.
All right, but the 7th there shall nothing touch you.
Mm-hmm.
What? That goes back to the trumps.
Yep.
All right, the 6th one. We're in Apostle Tahar said it a while back. We're in between the 6th and 7th trump right now.
Close, man.
We in between it. And when we're gonna hear that seventh trump, and that seventh trump ain't no tumor ain't gonna touch us because what? The elect gonna get beamed up at that time. That seventh trump, you have a shot cracking the skies with the millions and millions and millions upon millions of angels, billions.
Right.
You know, so we ain't gonna get touched from that last plague that comes. That's spiritual right there. But hey, shoot, and just going into this time right now, we ain't gonna get touched with more. I said it the other night, man. Sometimes I think, I think this coronavirus may be set up. It may have been biological warfare, whatever. I don't give a damn.
It's still judgment, and we know still the Lord's work. You know, this coronavirus, man, this can lead to, man, strong possibility it may lead to martial law. It can lead to the implementation of the chip. You know, that's heavy, bro. That's it right there, bro. Once you get that level, hey, that's another stage of the faith. It's another phase of the faith, man. You know, it's gonna even start World War III. It can start World War III. You know,
it's like when all this pops off, it's like, hey, you just gotta lean on the Lord. You know? I want to read. Are you done with that?
Yeah, I was done with that.
I'll read a quick one in the book of Job too. Job 18:11. It says, "Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet." You know, you see the global economy. China just pumped in trillions to their economy to keep it afloat. Ain't nobody going to work over there. Right. There ain't no stores open. All right, you see America, 1,800 points in 2 days.
2 days, man. The investors are, scared, man. You know, they're risk right now, man. You know,
it looks like 2 days ago it was at 29,000. So it's sitting at 26.9. You know, it's almost 3,000 points in 3 days. There's another article that a brother had put up that one point whatever $trillion was lost within this week. The week ain't over.
Right.
You know, but you can see just red all over the place. All right.
And so that's another point. The coronavirus is hitting the economy. So that's even more reason why the chip can come in. You know, this dollar is falling. You know, this economy is crashing, man. And we understand, according to the Bible, it will crash, guaranteed. You know, that's why you don't want to put too much trust. You really want to come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, your power, but you don't want to put too much trust in this society, man. You know, and we know not to, not being carers and lovers of the world. You know, because we know it's a new heaven, new earth is going to come.
That's right. You know, hey, and you people, meaning you Israelites, man, y'all need to wake up. You know. So with that, I'm going to get Psalm 78:40. It says, "How oft did they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert?" So we know who this is speaking about. Speaking about you so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and niggas.
Right. So what were they saying? You know, the Moses, we was eating. We might as well just go ahead back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Scoffing. You know.
Yep. Yeah, scoffing and murmuring, talking back. That's why they had the earth had to open up on you. But speaking about you people right here, you people. What do you mean, you people? But you Negroes, Latinos, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Guatemala to Panamanians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, North American Indians, Seminole Indians, the Argentinians, the Colombians, and the Mexicans.
Right.
Your correct names are on the side right here, from Yahawada all the way down to Yishkashka. All right. To Issachar, okay? You people need to wake up, all right? You people need to wake up, or something's going to be put upon you. And this is what's going to be it. It says, verse 41, it says, "How often did they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert?" Provoking meaning being a goddamn annoyance to the Lord, all right? That's why he made y'all go around for 40 years just to weed all y'all bad generation out. So Joshua and Caleb, you go to the land of milk and honey with a brand new generation who don't know shit about y'all. All right?
That's it. The same thing gonna happen with these legs. It's like, we're gonna be changed, and y'all gotta come through the ones of these legs.
Yeah, that's the brother spot on. Except this time he ain't gonna take